I know that no one has been more affected than the people that we have with us on today, and we're very appreciative that you came here. So please welcome Sybrina Fulton, the mother of Trayvon, Tracy Martin, the father, and their family attorney, Benjamin Crump. Thank you all for being here. So when the verdict was read, you were not in the courtroom. Why were you not there, and what did you think about the verdict?
The decision for us to be there came in two parts. One, because of our legal team decided that it wasn't a good idea for us to be there, period, because of emotions. And we thought about it and decided that that was best. Either way, we didn't want to be there because we didn't feel like we could remain quiet in either case. So we made the decision that we would not be there.
What did you feel about the verdict?
We felt very hurt. We felt that we were wronged. Our child's life had been taken for no apparent reason, and we just felt as though the jurors didn't look through the eyes of African-American parents and having African-American kids. We just don't feel as though they saw it through our eyes.
Right. Well, what about this? Because, you know, in the last few days, there's been a lot of craziness being spoken by some kind of surprising people. You know, Pat Robertson made a comment recently that implied that Trayvon looked like a criminal because he was wearing a hoodie. And Geraldo Rivera said if the jurors had seen a 6'2" hoodie wearing stranger in their housing complex and were armed, they would have done the same thing a lot sooner than George Zimmerman. When you hear this kind of stupidity, that's the only word I can put to it, what do you think?
It's real disturbing because it's sending a message to our youth that, first of all, Trayvon wasn't 6'2". He was 5'11", 158 pounds. But it sends a message to our youth that if you are outside your home and you're walking through a community, and he had every right to be in that community, that your life is in danger. And I just think that comments like that are not to be made public. And I just think that's the insensitive part to us as parents of a slain teen. That shows real insensitivity.
People are asking for vengeance. There are protests around the country. What do you feel about that? What do you want to say about that?
Well, I don't think they're asking for vengeance. That's a little different from what they're doing with the protest. The protest is their voice. They're speaking out. They're saying, listen, Trayvon Martin stands for something. It's really, it started out for us as being about Trayvon, but it's bigger. The bigger picture, it's about other teenagers. It's about other young Americans, and they have rights too.
Yeah. Not just black teenagers, but all teenagers. I mean, I have little surfer friends who wear hoodies, and, you know, if this is the mindset, then we are all in deep trouble. And it's not just the black community, it's the white community, the Asian community, everybody. And I have to commend the two of you, because never have I heard you all say, go out and do something. You have been nothing but calm. Did it surprise you that some... Did it surprise you that some folks in the media and in other places seem to be looking forward to some sort of riot, some sort of race riot, and almost daring people to do it? Am I the only one who heard that? Or
no. Yeah. Well, we decided to lead by example. I mean, we tried to do this thing peacefully, and we asked that everybody, you can be heard, and you can do it in a peaceful manner. You can do it decent and in order, and that's what we've always done.
Are you going to... Mr. Crump, are you going to file a civil suit? Is there going to be other action that you might take?
Well, we're looking at all legal options. The family is still dealing with the shock of this verdict, and we're looking to the Department of Justice, Barbara, because if you observe that trial, you notice the defense strategy suggests because there had been a burglary by an African-American teen, that this neighborhood watch volunteer somehow had the right to stop any black teenager walking through that neighborhood. And so we need to know if that is the law, because the U.S. Supreme Court doesn't allow police to profile based on race.
But the Justice Department is going to investigate it?
Yes, ma'am.
They are investigating it.
Yes, ma'am. And we believe they have to answer that question because, as Sybrina said, we can't bring Trayvon back. This is about other little children out there. It's about your children.
Yeah, all of them.
I'm sorry, Dick.
I was just going to say, the last time you were here, Sybrina, we asked you what you wanted people to know about Trayvon. I'd like to ask you the same thing, Tracy. What do you want folks to know about Trayvon?
I want, first of all, I want everyone to understand that Trayvon can't rest in peace if we're not having peace. So to respond to the vengeance point, we're never asking for vengeance. We're asking for peace, peace, peace. That's all we've been practicing. But most of all, I want everyone to know that Trayvon was a fun-loving child. He was my best friend. We miss him dearly. Our family misses him. And I think the way that we move on is that we let Trayvon get a little rest. We can't bring him back, and it's time for our family to start healing. And in our own time, we'll heal, and we'll be fine. But he'll never be forgotten.
We are heartbroken for you. We want you to know that. We appreciate your being on with us. Was there something you wanted to say, Mr. Crump, before we end it?
No, we have a foundation, and they honor Trayvon's legacy that way. Sybrina said, this verdict will not define Trayvon. We will define Trayvon's legacy.
We thank you for being with us this morning.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.